So I have this vision for a sculpture next year for evolution, as in the evolution of humanity, of consciousness. Something I talk about a lot in HugNation is that when you see somebody, what we often see is just the crust. In fact, what they see in themselves is just the crust. They identify with all these surface level things: their skin color, their clothing, their style, their clique, their sporting team, their religion, their dogma. And all of that is really, in the grand scheme of what makes a human, is just the crust. It's the simplicity. It's the nothing. It's barely a percent of a percent of what we are. And yet that's almost entirely what we use to identify ourselves and to integrate, with the world and to interact with the world. And all the conflicts of the world are based on that little thin layer. So what I want to do is create a structure, an outline of a silhouette of a person. Make it out of metal, as big as possible. Right now I'm thinking 24 feet, but maybe we can go bigger or smaller. I don't know. Okay, so let's say it's 12 feet. An outline of a man, and then the outline is covered in wood. Maybe raw 2x4s or bigger. So it's got a surfacing of wood, and then the interior of metal with a metal heart or something in the middle of it. So during the week, it looks mostly wood, still hollow, but a wood outline of a person, highlighting this shell, this crust. And this crust is covered in words or images or stapled pictures. Maybe people will send things in from the internet. Any image that is something that you identify as one of those crust identifiers. Anyways, the surface, the crust, is covered in all these identities. People can write on it there. As it exists out on the playa, people will be able to write additional identities. And then at the end of the week, we burn off the crust. And then it's all that's left is a silhouette of a person and the raw purity that is exactly the same in all of us. So as these identifiers create this unique ego thing, we burn it away and see the pure, the oneness, the humanity, the humanness of the family that is all of us. Anyway, that's the idea. So now I need to talk to people who understand metal and wood and all things that I can't do with a glue gun and zip ties. But there is 11 months to plan. Best way to fight decompression: recompression.